down low, down deep, ready for anything. Rolling around town, swerving in the suburban thing with brain. So under the wheel, 45 clock producer, sharp spin on these, rolling up blunts, I'm in the shake.
I wipe that bag out real good. Spray it real good in the bag.
See, rap music is subliminal, but the music for us is like our own diary, something like a confession. He told me life is a bitch, what's up like a bitch, just like Mother Nature. She come and go as she please, that's why they get the period once a month. I say that to say this, if you think that bitch, summer is yours, she doesn't cheat on you. You heard? Something feeling like opium, trying to dance with the loaded M. Pick up a bottle with a grocery brand, I'm even drunk about 4 a.m. They watch me jump up in the cold stairs, top down with the pokey rims. Yeah, I'm swerving so you know I'm bad. I lost count, you know what I spent. I recall 9 cleats, bitches slipping on my night sneakers, one hand in the sky. The other hand was on a guy, I was grinding to the beat with my hammer on my side. Now G's over me as we speed to the Rolex. The 3 or 4 G's is what we sneeze as the Rolex. Glancing my apart, it's about 6 a.m. We think the night is over, but it just began. They say club space, like bad boys too. You can see the snow bunnies do what bad girls do. That's ecstasy weed, they had girl too. Scoop the bitch that had the key to something fast on flu. Now I'm speeding to the telly, I got the Porsche behind. Trying to get up in the belly, the only thought in my mind, like damn. Not trying to be pushy or nothing, but since the strip joint girl, I should have been fucking. Listen, spending my songs with the top low. My records at the top notch. That's right, smoking on the top notch. That's the summer with Miami. Bottle in the air, I'm living without a care. Shawty beside me, I'm going through a yeah. Oh no, that's the summer with Miami. I can't keep it long anymore. I be with my girl when it starts to snow, get bored. And when you love 3 women, it's hard keeping up with lies. See, spring's my first love. I started creeping with July. Used to say I had some shows, catching planes, who am I? Then I started tricking Joe, I brought the range for July. Mama said I'm love sick, over this hot ass hoochie. Ever seen it when I told Nas, I slap on the Scoofy. We would play disrespect, but that was the day that we met. Summer Jam 02, I hit the stage with my set. The man, he was from Brooklyn, she still slipped me the number. She said he's over the kids, so now she hates say me and winter ain't gonna last through the year. See, now I'm looking at winter, like life's an adventure. And when June come, I'll be going to September. Now would you hate me for that? I know your heart's cold, could you wait till I'm back? I'm just a sucker for love, but a nigga hold you down if you wanna fuck with it, dog. With the top drop, at the top notch. Moving, I'm looking on the top notch. Come on, this is over with Miami. Bottle in the air, living without a care. Shawty beside me, blowing through a hair. That's the summer with Miami. Top drop, at the top notch, smoking on the top notch, top notch, this is something with Miami. I love you all the morning. Gonna love you all. Yeah, see him going where I've been, know how you feel. Gonna love you all the morning. Gonna love you. I see you going where I've been. I know how you feel. Was at the same place you were now in. You shouting, announcing. You want to win with similar-minded men with great business acumen. We can make an acquisition to the topic turn from tight pockets to high profits. To life assurance, at what age do we all cop it? Fuck who the hottest? Who really stand up? Who really messing with the dead man girl? That says everything about that man world. Energy transfer, immortality. You against morality, don't come around me. Homicidal vinyl section where they always found me. By the motion picture soundtrack with Richard Roundtree on the album sleeve. That's my era shit. Musical excellence, hot like on a detective list. It's simple shit that's keeping you from the shift. You a simp, a trick, or in love with your own dick. Distractions, they come in all ways. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park. Old dudes playing chess in prison. Stay on no good behavior for extra visits. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. don't have a team that's militant, you better be brilliant. I love this feeling. If you don't have no this feeling, watch everybody. Love my team. I love this feeling. Keep calm and watch everything. It's your monthly subscription to the Slums Edition. The new it was written. Get your hard copies of Blockology coming from the one who lived in a bowl for goldfish. I never sell my soul, just evolve shock rap. That what you never been told shit. Cold part, nomadic, go through that episode of Ozark. I think that's harder than if I had co-starred a ghetto symphony. I'm Chief Keith Kozar, mixed with Mozart. It's real when you get bags for your whole heart. $1 million sink for Algebra rap. But they ain't understanding when it drop. Yo, how cold is that? They asking if I'm ever gonna be over rap. But I left a few times, just never told you that. Amassing digital assets, no fiscal year kickback, yeah, we cash it. Physical money think different, we outlast them. We outclass them, they made it easy to pass them. I love this feeling. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park, old dudes playing chess in prison. Stay on good behavior for extra visits. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. The realest. To go to the studio. Hey yo, I love this feeling. Hey yo, tomorrow I'm juicing for the rest of the week. Just cause I love this feeling. This big bro got his ankle bracelet took off today, yo. We getting on a private jet. I love this feeling. Yeah, I love this feeling.
Okay, now. Much respect to the family. I know. This is something I've been kind of pondering on, talking about, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to give my partial take on it, okay? So what we're going to do is, first and foremost, I would love to greet everybody. Much respect to the family. Respect. Welcome back to Smitty's Corner. All right. So what we're going to do is, let me go ahead and make sure I get my settings. I just want to know, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's evening, morning, afternoon? I'm not sure where you are on the planet, but if you are listening and or tuning in, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Let's go ahead and get to this right here, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to, we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to a few shorts on this. And then I'm going to speak about basically the dynamic of where hip hop has gone to, okay? All right. So now, first and foremost, I want all of us to always remember that there is a very, very big difference between hip hop and rap. So that's just first and foremost. So, I don't even believe that folks are even aware that to even try to compare the two of these people in the same category, it's like that's a misfire. And the reason why that is because when it comes to hip hop, it's a whole different move, you see. So it's like trying to compare basically. So let's go ahead and see what we got. So like, let's say that we try to compare the best baseball player to the best basketball player. They both play sports. They're both in the professional league. One is MLB. The other is, NBA. I said basketball player, right? So boom. The baseball player is great in its own right, because even though the category is sports, aka the category is music, the genre, aka the category of that sport in particular is different. The game, the skill set needed in particular. One skill set does really depend on a whole lot more than the other. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we got. And let's rock out with this right here. Respect to the family. The time right now is 1:11 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all for tuning in. Let's see what we got.
Hip hop heads, we got a problem. Why in the entire hell is Jim Jones being put in the same category or even being compared to Nas? Can somebody explain that? Nas and Jim Jones, that don't even sound right. And they got the same last name. We got to stop that. Everybody don't need to have a podcast talking about hip hop, because clearly two people that have nothing to do with each other should even be mentioned in the same conversation.
The top 3 influential people regarding dressing.
But
Swag, Jim Jones is top 3.
But Nas influenced Jim Jones.
Cap, Chrome Hearts and the BB Simons belts and all that. Jim Jones is like top 3.
So where you put Max B?
Nobody was wearing Ed Hardy. Nobody was wearing True Religion. Nobody was.
All right. So, okay. I don't know if I'm the only one that's taking time to pay attention. I don't like, all right. Shit, boy. Give me a second. Why is somebody who looks like, now I'm 42, all right? I want you to really peep shit, right? Nas is before me. I'm 42. Why is somebody that age, and I'm saying it directly like that, even being able to speak on it? Now, I think this is all just to maybe get a different perspective on things, but I really want us to think about this right now. Why on God's green earth is someone who looks like they're like still getting on and off a school bus? I'm just saying, speaking on something that is at this point considered an ancient relic throughout our community, and it's something called true hip hop. I'm gonna go deeper into it, but I just want to get through this short. Let's get it.
Wearing Chrome Hearts. All that was white biker stuff. He brought that into the culture.
Well,
And how old are you, real quick?
23.
23.
So Nas first dropped 94, right? So that's a
23. All right, let's go.
different time period where this is not really even checking for numbers yet. He came in at a period where he's checking for the skill of the game. You're comparing 2 different eras, and I feel like it's a little bit disingenuous.
It's the difference between being in the game and being relevant. But Jim Jones is more relevant than Nas.
All right, so hold on. All right, so the young blood, I like the way that the young blood who spoke last or whatever, how he, he did his best to go ahead and implicate an older soul with it, right? I know I'm not the only one that peeped that. Okay, cool. But it's still off key, just slight. The fact is that Jim Jones and Nas, they are of the same age and they are of the same era of hip hop and music. Why? Because they both know the exact same thing. Now, even though, yeah, we know Nas first, we have heard Nas first. Yeah, we know Dipset in its, entirety. Oh boy, all of that. Okay, cool beans. That's later on in the whole dynamic. The fact is that once we actually tap into the factor of actual production, who has produced and brought about more, this is the part in which everything starts to take fold, all right, or unfold. Let's see what we got.
And check all my entries and check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers. Now, let's just make sure that we got everything straight. No, Jimmy, you have not necessarily been spanking anything. You were able to afford, certain things. And listen, this is where everything started to get all wishy-washy and mixed up and flip-floppy. And this is where even down to the music, and that's why I say, I've always said it, the music is the biggest part of how we move. Jimmy had money. He had that. You know what I'm saying? Like he had like some pull, some status.
Everybody's missing it. Everybody is missing it, okay? This is what we need to recognize. That's the factor. The factor is this. Hip hop. Hip hop is an essence. Hip hop is a spirit. Hip hop is its own entity. Hip hop is about very, very long late nights, like right now, 1:17 a.m. And you just got that pen and pad. And you just listening, not to music, not to anything. You're just listening to the beat, the tune, the instrumental, and or just your own thoughts. And through that you create. And it used to be about true raw talent. And that's the part in which I'm speaking about when it comes to the young blood. Once upon a time, hip hop really was about knowing the talent, knowing exactly like who was like, you know what I'm saying, the baddest in this, man. Who really had that lyrical creativity. I need you to think about something, black people. We created something called hip hop. Now watch this. Once upon a time, we weren't even allowed to read. Yeah, let's take it all the way back. Once upon a time, we weren't even allowed to read. And now we have gotten to the point where we are not only allowed to read and get instrumentals and beats and all of this other stuff, we can create how we want to put the words. We can create what a word means. You know, we the ones that came up with the whole, oh, she bad. Now, somebody who doesn't know how we done flipped it would think that we're saying, oh, she's not well behaved. No. It's a whole method in which we have been able to flip the language and make it our own. And we put it into the form called song. And it's been such a beautiful, beautiful thing ever since. Now, if we do think about it, when it comes to music, the whole essence of music, what is it that usually people have looked for? Some form of healing, some form of to escape. Now, what do you escape to? Jim Jones, he has primarily been more swag. Jim Jones is closer. It's right around the era of like what we used to call Titty Boy, aka 2 Chainz, right? So all around and during this time where all of this is coming out, right? The Gucci era, all of this, Jeezy, everybody. So now we're starting to flip it. It's now no longer about you're the best rapper because you have the best lyrics. Follow. It started with you had the best lyrics. Then it flipped into who got the best swag or who got the most money more so. Then it got to the point where somehow or another it morphed into who has the most bodies and who been locked up the most and who got the most baby mamas. And so I just want us to really pay attention how far drifted away we have shifted from actual music. People that really have talent nowadays are not praised. And I promise you, there are plenty of us who know. There are a lot of us who just never got our praise. I know. Let's go ahead, keep on getting to this. We got more videos to watch. Let's get back to it.
And I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the Billboard entries, pull up Nas Billboard entries, then pull up my Billboard entries.
Listen,
we actually will. We actually will. You said pull it up. Okay, we will. Give it a moment. So the thing is, we got to remember, like, when it's a bunch of talk, when it's a whole bunch of stuff just being said, we have to remember, yo, like, this is something people just don't get. Rap and hip hop never really was about money. It never was about who's more famous. It literally was about the craft. How good can you do that? How crafty can you be with your bars and your lyrics? How creative can you be? Look, I need us to really, really get something right now. What I'm speaking about is the simple fact that those who are truly creative are being pushed out. Now, I want us to really pay attention to something. And I see y'all in the chat. Much respect to whoever's here. We'll get to that in a moment. It's sad. We have no true identity in what real talent is. So do you know what we praise more now than ever? Who is able to be more fancy? Who's able to, just wow the crowd when it comes to dazzle? Does anybody not remember the Locks versus Dipset? Do I gotta pull that up? Do I gotta pull it up? Do we not remember that? But let's just listen real quick because it's funny, right? We got Jimmy sitting next to Jada with Joey. All right, so we got Joey, Jimmy, and Jada. This is funny. Let's get it.
Compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there.
Hold on.
I want to go down the line now because now we're going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
no. Let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
Forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and there's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way, and sometimes it's even myself.
All right. Now that look. So again, right? So what I did was I took time and I said, you know what? I'm older. I've been listening to the both of them for the longest. All right. I'm not going to play the entire thing, but I'm just going to recap. I'm going to recap on my day. I went on ahead. I said, you know what? Because the whole thing is about who would you rather listen to, you know what I'm saying? And who has really made the mark. And I said, let me just go ahead and listen to two songs. One song from each that I really like. Boom, put that together. Bow. I went on ahead and bow. So again, when we're talking about true creativity and when we're talking about swag, that's two different forms of creativity. One is not better than the other. They're just different. You can't compare the painter to the carpenter. Both of them are magnificent in what they do, but a carpenter and a painter, to try to say which is better. Do we not want a house built? Yes. And after that house is built, what is one of the first things we do after moving the furniture in? Hang up pictures. So what is really better? But then again, I took time and I said to myself, let me go ahead and just listen to them both again and just make a comparison. And then we're going to get to the Billboard parts and all these numbers that Mr. Jimmy wants to talk about. Let's go.
I wipe that bag out real good. sprayed real good in the bed.
See, rap music is subliminal, but the music for us is like our own diary, or something like a confession. They told me life is a bitch, what's up like a fridge, just like Mother Nature. She come and go as she please, that's why they get the period once a month. I say that to say this, if you think that bitch, summer is yours, she knows. You heard? Something you feeling like opium, I'm trying to dance with the loaded M. Pick up a bottle with a close to friend, I'm even drunk about 4 a.m. Watch me jump up in the cold stairs. Top down with the pokey rims. Yeah, I'm swerving, so you know I'm dead. I lost count, you know what I spent. I recall 9 niggas. Bitches slipping on my nice niggas. One hand in the sky. The other hand was on a guy. I was grinding to the beat with my hammer on my side. Now G's so lead as we speed to the Rolex. The 3 or 4 G's is what we sneeze at the Rolex. Plants in my Chipard, it's about 6 a.m. You think the night is over, but it just began. They say like bad boys too. You can see the smoke bunnies do what bad girls do. That's ecstasy weed. They had girl too. Scooping bitch that had the key to something fast on blue. Now I'm speeding to the telly. I got the Porsche behind. Trying to get up in the belly. The only thought in my mind, like damn. Not trying to be pushy or nothing. But since the strip joint girl, I should have been fucking. Listen, stand my songs on the top low. My pockets at the top notch. That's right, smoking on the top notch. That's the summer with Miami. Bottle in the air, I'm living without a care. Shawty beside me, I'm going through a yeah. Oh no, that's the summer with Miami. I can't keep it long anymore. I be with my girl when it starts to snore, get bored. And when you love 3 women, it's hard keeping up with lies. See, spring's my first love. I started creeping with July. Used to say I had some shows, catching planes to a mile. Then I started tricking Joe, I brought the range for July. Mama said I'm lovesick, over this hot ass hoochie. Ever seen it when I told Nas I slap on the Scoofy. Never played disrespect, but that was the day that we met. Summer Jam 02, I hit the stage with my set. The man, he was from Brooklyn, she still slipped me the number. She said he's over the kids, so now she hates me and winter ain't gonna last through the year. See, now I'm looking at winter, like life's an adventure. And when June come, I'll be going to September. Now would you hate me for that? I know your heart's cold, could you wait till I'm back? I'm just a sucker for love, but a nigga hold you down if you wanna fuck with a dog. With the top drop, at the top notch. Moving, I'm looking at the top notch. Come on, this is over with Miami. Bottle in the air, living without a care. Shorty beside me, blowing the air, blowing through her hair. That's the summer with Miami. Top at the top notch, smoking on the top notch, top notch, yeah, see him going where I've been, know how you feel. I see you going where I've been. I know how you feel. Was at the same place you were now in. You shouting, announcing. You want to win with similar-minded men with great business acumen. We can make an acquisition to the topic turn from tight pockets to high profits. To life assurance, at what age do we all cop it? Fuck who the hottest? Who really stand up? Who really messing with their dead man girl? That says everything about that man world. Energy transfer, immortality. You against morality, don't come around me. Homicidal vinyl section where they always found me. By the motion picture soundtrack with Richard Roundtree on the album sleeve. That's my era shit. Musical excellence, hot like on a detective list. It's simple shit that's keeping you from the shift. You a simp, a trick, or in love with your own dick. Distractions, they come in all ways. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park. Old dudes playing chess in prison. Stay on good behavior for extra business. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. The realest, I love this feeling. If you don't have a team that's militant, you better be brilliant. I love this feeling. If you don't have no this feeling, watch everybody. I love my team. I love this feeling. Keep calm but watch everything. It's your monthly subscription to the Slums Edition. The new it was written. Get your hard copies of Blockology coming from the one who lived in a bowl for goldfish. I never sell my soul, just evolve shock rap. That what you never been told shit. Cold part, yo man, and go through that episode of Ozark. I think that's harder than if I had co-star a ghetto symphony. I'm Chief Keith Kozar, mixed with Mozart. It's real when you get bags for your whole art. $1 million sink for algebra rap. But they ain't understand it when it drop. Yo, how cold is that? They asking if I'm ever gonna be over rap. But I left a few times, just never told you that. Amassing digital assets, no fiscal year kickback, yeah, we cash it. Physical money think different, we outlast them. We outclass them, they made it easy to pass them. I love this feeling. I just keep it calm, watching it all play out like it's supposed to. Old dudes playing chess in the park, old dudes playing chess in prison. Stay on good behavior for extra visits. If they was to switch places, could you tell a difference? It's perspective, isn't it? A team that's militant, a down-ass woman by your side that get it in. The realest. To go to the studio. Hey yo, I love this feeling. Hey yo, tomorrow I'm juicy for the rest of the week. Just cause I love this feeling. This big bro got his ankle bracelet took off today, yo. We getting on a private jet. I love this feeling. Yeah, I love this feeling.
All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, since I guess, you know, the big deal is numbers, right? Okay, numbers, and you know what somebody really did and what somebody really did contribute. Okay, cool beans. All right. I'm going to do a part 2 to this. I'm really going to dig deeper into this, right? So we're going to go ahead and see what we got right here. Now, respect to the family. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull this up. Now, everybody, you know, if you don't know, you should know already. Go over there, subscribe to that boy, Ceddy Nash, man. Go ahead. Shout out to Ceddy Nash. We're just going to go ahead and give the basic format of what is taking place and who is speaking and why they're saying what they're saying, and why it doesn't make sense to me in particular. All right. And that is what Jim Jones is saying. Okay. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 1:34 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and listen to this bad boy right here.
Done. You heard him. You want to go to the Billboard entries? Pull up Nas Billboard entries and pull up my Billboard.
You sure? You sure you want us to do that?
Okay. All right. So let's just run that back. Yeah. Listen, those of us who are old enough, see, the thing is that I don't think people realize is that what he's doing right now is he's playing on the minds of those of younger days. That's right. All right. So those of younger days will listen to what he's saying right now. Just be like, yeah, he's, you know, we've seen him more and right. All right. Cool beans. Now, first of all, if anybody was to be compared to Nas, and if you wanted to make it a versus, I can't even front. I'm talking about off the solo dolo, considering he was in a group. Well, Nas was in a group too, The Firm. Anyway, you have to be old enough. You have to have been there to know. You smell me now? So, like, look, Jada, actually. Now, Nas, boy. You know what? I think I might have to pull up my own verses on that. Nas versus Jada. Wow. Okay. That right there, I like that. I actually like that. Nas versus Jim Jones. Yeah. Y'all tripping. But anyway, let's listen to what we got going on right here. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we got.
Done. You heard him. You want to go to the Billboard entries? Pull up Nas Billboard entries and pull up my Billboard.
You sure? You sure you want us to do that?
Okay, so shout out to Ceddy Nash. And with that being said,
All right, take a look. Oh, y'all heard Jim Jones. Nas is 51 years old. Jim Jones is 48 years old.
Nas is 51. Okay. Okay. 51 years old. That song I played, now listen, I did it for a reason. The song I played, I Love This Feeling, that's recorded at the age of 51. That's not old. That's not old at all. You're gonna have to, hey, hold tight. Let me get my piece in on this. I got you. Just stick around. I got you. I'm gonna let you get up here in a minute. Listen, that was done at 51. I Love This Feeling. Oh. You can just go back and just really look at and listen to how he sound back then. Listen to him how he sound when he came out around Ether. Then we're gonna move it forward. We get to Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Yeezy and him, they did a track. And it just kept on going. I need us to really, really recognize something. This man has only grown, and I'm one of those who has always said Nas has just simply never had the right production and sound behind him to really, because the fact is that, look, we know this, right? We know this for a fact, right? When it comes to hip hop, when it comes to like the true sound of it, it's not really about like how, I guess you can say, fancy you can be. It's more so about how crafty you can be. And when we take the industry and then we like turn it into like a shit pile, right? And then we go ahead and we make music and we put it out to the people that's really mediocre. It's really average. Once upon a time, like you could not step into that circle. You could not step into the ring unless you was of one of those of the true elites of like being able to craft and speak life into that microphone. Nowadays, do you know what they call that? Nowadays, they would call that basically, what is that called nowadays? It's called, use a smart rapper. Now, if that isn't some bullshit for our own to go ahead and get our own to feel some kind of way about actually doing something, right? You're considered a smart rapper. Forgive me for the types. Well, let's listen deeper. Now let's go down the line of what we have right here. Who really does add up and who doesn't?
Years old. His out of 5 monthly listeners is 9.2 million. And then you got Cuz basically at 860,000. Then you had a net worth of 80 million and Jim Jones at 10, which I would definitely argue that down by like 10 million. Singles released 79 plus. Jim Jones 47. Billboard entries. Your man Nas got 15. Jim Jones only has 2. Platinum albums. There you go right there. But hey, it is what it is. So we're going to fight the fight that Jim Jones wants us to, and we're going to go to Nas's top 10 hits, which he has 2, with 27 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. So he put out his songs. He got 27 times he got on the Billboard Hot 100. Let's go to Jim Jones. And here you go. 0 number 1 hits, 1 top 10 hits, 2 songs. We Fly High and Pop Champagne. So there you go. Okay. Now, if y'all want, we can go to Nas.
Small business owners can save up to 20%.
Let's go back. to Nas. 2 top 10 hits. I'm Gonna Be All Right. I remember that. The High Boys, all that. If I Ruled the World, Uchiwali, you know what I mean? I Can. Got Yourself Together. Street Dreams, You Owe Me, Head Over Heels. One Mic Made You Look. Rodeo. Oh, man. So, yeah. You can go through and look it up, but I ain't gonna hold you. He's putting out songs that are different. I'll give him that.
Joe Capo status, Jones. He still got more to say. Get it off your chest. Harlem, let's go.
And if you want to take it a little bit further, Nas has more platinum albums than Jim Jones does songs. With the I Am, Streets Disciple, Stillmatic, If It Was Written, not.
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
Nostradamus, Godson, Illmatic, If I Ruled the World is the song that went there. So he could say he has more platinum singles, but realistically, honestly, you just doubled it up.
There must be some type of misconception or what's that word when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers,
We made him take the darkies off.
a lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job.
Hold on. All right, what Jim Jones has done in this game. Listen again. I need us to pay attention to something. What Jim Jones has done in this game is basically he was financially beneficial. Listen, see, this is where we get the lines crossed. When you're talking about what you did in this game, we talking about how much have you truly moved and inspired people. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Okay, all right, let's just do this real quick. Let's just, I'm sorry, man, let's just, okay, because we already know, okay. All right, so look. So now this is very recent. This is extremely recent right here. Now, the very man that Jimmy is talking all that shit to, sitting on the couch next to, is the very man that I'm like, that should have been the one who went against Nas. If they wanted to make a comparison, this is just goofy. But let's listen to how this all turned out. Okay, Jimmy and everything. So listen, this is not just Jim Jones. This is Jim Jones with the entire dip. Now, mind you, shout out to Cam. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I got a new profound respect for Cam. Like him, matter of fact, Mace too, man. Shout out to Mace. I got a new profound respect for them brothers. All right. But I want us to pay attention to when we really talking that shit, right? Let's listen.
Before we go on, right? Let me look at these niggas, man. Word up, Lou.
That's what you need to do, nigga, the way you looking. You need to look at us niggas. You need to look at us niggas. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
Pussy ass
You need
niggas.
to take some motherfucking notes, nigga. It's not real war.
Y'all not even at home. Y'all go first. Y'all not at home. Y'all niggas ain't at home, nigga. We at home. Y'all go first, nigga.
Hold on, kid.
Fuck is you talking about? We're at Y'all go first.
Cam, you live in Miami. Drop that shit.
Hey, this this right here, I must say, as somebody who absolutely has loved all of these guys up here on the stage. Santana, shout out, Jimmy, Cam, Jada, Styles P, Sheik Lush, everybody up on the stage, man. Shout out. I just want to say this, right? This was like probably one of my most favorite moments in hip hop. And this nigga Jada did it. Let's get it, bro. Now, mind you, everybody up on that stage is in like their 50s. if not late 40s, as in 49. But everybody's in their 50s, if I'm not mistaken, when this was done. Let's get it.
Hey, yo.
What's up, Tech?
Hey, yo, I got it. No, y'all don't got enough fucking records, man.
Hold on, man. Tech, don't even talk to these niggas. Let's get New York where they need to be.
Technician, one time.
Hoes up with skyscrapers. A condominium. Y'all niggas can't be serious. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Hey, yo, let's get back with the pop. What's wrong with y'all?
Hey, yo, Jim.
They just needed the money.
Hey, yo,
or something.
my nigga. Hold on, yo, Jack, hold on.
You, this is real life street shit. True to the deep end. I know niggas that go to jail just to get their teeth in.
Hey, but look, I gotta get my man Jada's verse in there. I'm sorry. We gotta do this right here. We gotta do this right here.
New York, Haas, turn my mic up, Haas. It's that time, motherfuckers. These niggas don't rhyme like us. All praises, all burners, all raises. Hand down, nigga, the game is all jaders. Anything drop, I cop in all flavors. He's a dick, you pussy, y'all neighbors. Hold on. We ain't playing with, this is New York. Just what these
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
niggas want, right? Oh, shit! I don't do Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I don't do none of that shit. Let's go, Tech. This what I do, nigga. New York, make some motherfucking noise. Oh! Yeah, all praises, all burners, all raisins. Hand down, nigga, the game is all jaders. Something hot drop, be popping all flavors. He's a dick, you pussy, y'all neighbors. Yeah, 2 extra whores. I'm in a new Aston with 2 extra doors. With a quick flip, I don't try to stretch for more. 100% powder, extra raw. And I get it from Giuseppe, either him or the essays. I've been smashing these rappers around for a decade. Still trying to get mommy to Sacamella Leche. No, if I take her out, I can pop her the next day. Woo! Member of the vocals, MJ of the Pro Tools, antisocial. Phil Jack on the track, but I can't coach you. This is just audio and shit that I go through. Guns in the couch, money in the mattress, and I would have cut the Bentley, but I had to pay taxes. Settle for a polo fit and some air. Your flow's a light sprain, mine's is a fracture. Yeah, and the x-ray's negative. You's a coward, in jail you can never live. Yeah, you barely living out here. It's like I'm giving, you barely giving out air. The reason you breathing is like I'm giving out air. I got stocks in the block, giving out shares. I don't know you, you ain't familiar. I don't care who shot you, cause they ain't kill you. Bars the worst play, I'm the son of a bitch. These niggas is decent, but ain't none of them MTV, y'all know I'll punish the list. Niggas jury are faking, ain't none of them rich. Notice they keep watching them. No stopping them. V-neck, crush, linen, suede, Louis moccasins. Won't dry up cause it don't buy up. Cashmere sweats with the Gucci tie-ups. Overlooking the city, my nigga, I'm high up. I can get your brain blown out for $5. Always in the hood. That's cause I rep that. My perfect work good. Niggas already checked that. Probably just convoluted. That's where I slept at. Desert is blue steel. The 40 is jet black.
Come on now. 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 Like, listen, we come from the days of you had to actually know how to spit. When we sit down and we write, and everybody try to make this claim that, nah, it's all about the aspect of being able to make the honeys come to you because you look a certain way. No, I come from those back streets and gutters where we was like, hey, put that beat on. The beat came from somebody's phone. The beat came from somebody's mouth, literally like, I'm from the days of that. I'm from the days of everything fancy. And then we were able to go ahead and shift that and we were able to do something as smooth as
hold my ground, never run, understand to overcome. Golden child, God sent me, I'm the chosen one. Understand lone stars, focus like an artist on. Concrete when I write, damn right the hardest one. When I bleed, lava leaks, cause I'm hotter than the sun. Trying to stack a whole loaf, cause I'm tired of eating crumbs. Can't speak peace around me, you better watch your tongue. Yeah, I'm cool, but I wreck, beat you like a set of drums. Kirking out, busting off, kinda like a loaded gun. Rhymes like morphine, cause I be the dopest one. And I'm keeping it real. CPG's what I rep, but I'm keeping it real. All you perpetrating, hating niggas head for the hills. I got some DC gorillas that'll eat your grill. During this time of Babylon, the beef is real. Understand that the beef is real. Yeah.
So just please understand, I come from the days of, that's what you, like, you had to sit down and really like put something together. You ain't coming here faking with a whole bunch of auto tunes. You want all that nah, man. You smell me? Nah, it wasn't all that. Nah, we just, it was more so an organic thing. Because see, the thing is, hip hop derived from poverty, and that's what I think we forget. Everybody wants to talk so fancy about something that the original origins of it had nothing to do with money. And if it did, it had everything to do with the fact that we just wanted it. We wanted money. We wanted to get to that point. Now we have elevated. We have moved on. Times does shift. You have to know how to move with the times. You cannot continuously speak about the same thing always. No. But we do have to recognize that, yeah, it is a lot that has been lost when it comes to the true art form of it. The true art form of it has been completely lost. Completely lost. Now, while we get through this commercial, I mean, because we on hip hop, and why not? I'm giving y'all this first verse. And the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is more so to make it clear. When I say I really do live hip hop, I really do live hip hop. Catching Money, Dodging Fame, brought to you by yours truly.
County Kings forever. Turn me up, son. Get money. All right. Get money. Let's go. Look, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my Lone Star, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my look. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go. Let's go. Let's get it. It's been a while, but I grabbed my pen. No losers told me how to win while deep in sin. Stomach lining thin because of Seagram's gin. Plenty dead corpses all throughout Prince George's. Of course, this be the underlord. Hell is where the source is. Killers rob and take right between a rock and a hard place. So I stay in God's face, begging over heaven's sake. If I can't live, let me die. Tears don't well up in my eyes. Which one say real men shall cry? I'ma tell you why I stay getting high. Evil pools when I push. Niggas slinging President Bush. Crackhead brain change the mush. Keep your brains up in them books. Teach you hope, say I'm a fool, but I did what you trying to do. A crying shame. Every other word that they speak is lame. They went to the fans and they changed the game. I ran to the fans and I changed the game. Sunny days instead of rain. High off life instead of cane. Nigga think shots can stop my game. With a truck to a bike, get out my lane. Jack and Paul called Mary Jane. Catching money, dodging fame.
But they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself. Gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries and check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and the niggas trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm about the industry. I've been putting on.
If I was sitting with Jim Jones and I was a part of his team, the conversation would probably go something like this. Hey, yo, Jimmy.
Yo, Seti Nash, what's up?
Yo, Jimmy, bro. Hey, you gotta craft your message way better, player.
Yeah, you smell me? I should definitely craft my message better.
Yeah. What you had said in the previous clip, bro. Just talk about your accolades and how you ain't supposed to be slept on in the game.
Yeah, but they talking about Nas like Nas really like me because the young bulls, they put me on there. They said this.
You saying Jim Jones has more hits than Nas?
I'm from New Jersey. We grew up on Ballin'.
That's one.
We did not grow up on one mic. Pop Champagne, Summer in Miami.
Now, pay close attention to that. Yeah, I mean, okay, so listen. I don't knock the young blood for saying what he's saying when it comes to what he grew up to, what they grew up to, right? What you all grew up to. Riaz, you included, okay? I know you in the chat. I get it. But what has to be recognized is that there is an origin of it, right? So you know how everybody loves a good lore. You don't need a lore as in a fable. You have actual documentation in your face of what actually has taken place. So let's just look at this. And what we're going to do is when we end this show off, I'm going to play two songs. All right. I'm going to play a song by Jimmy. All right. And I'm going to play a song by Nas. Okay. Both songs are new and recent. And we're going to end it off on that note. So let's go ahead and rock out. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 1:58 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Respect to you all. Let's get back to it. And let's look at what the young blood has to say, which, once again, wasn't even born. I don't even think he was born when Nas came out with Ether. I'm looking at I'm looking at everything. I don't think he was born. I believe that his parents were in the process of possibly meeting and starting to date. And then eventually he came along. I need you to recognize because when we have the young blood say, y'all old, y'all shouldn't be talking on this. You shouldn't be saying anything about that. Okay, cool beans. We ain't going to talk about it. Then why do we have what's going on right here? All right, let's go. Why is he even on the platform to speak about this? It's so disrespectful. I don't think anybody recognizes. And I'm laughing through it to go ahead and keep myself from crying through this pain. Why is this young whippersnapper up here talking about some of the greats and what it is that greatness consists of, and you have yet to even figure out who the hell you are yet? Anyway, let's talking about some clothes. Now I want y'all to really peep that. Like, again, like he's talking about what they wore and stuff. Bruh, hip-hop is not founded on what you wear. What people wear became famous because of those who are truly good at rhyming. It's the other way around. You know, like how it's not the clothes that makes the man, it's the man that makes the clothes. Yeah, let it sit. Let it sit. Let's go.
Jimmy, that's a classic.
If I Rule the World, how's that comparable to those songs you just said?
I'm 22. Every Nas song that my man MJ played, we said we heard that from what, Dub?
2K.
He's 22. Yeah, he wasn't born when Ether was made. Now listen, it was so much that was done before Ether. So that just, you know, for those of us, you know that whole if you know, then you know. Yeah. So much for that one. Let's go.
2K. Those songs are in the video game. I have never in my life said at a party, yo, throwing that Nas right now. If you did top 3 influence,
And you know what? I have never in my life said, throw on that James Brown. Slow down. Slow down. Let's look at this right here. Never in my life have I said, throw on that James Brown. Most of us, although we listen to it, we ain't never been like, hey, play that Isley Brothers. But does that mean that they are not part of the greatness that all of us flock to, even to this day? Why? Because we sample. And, you know, we sample so much. And it's like, you know, even a lot of the songs that him at 22 years old listened to, he don't have a clue of the original tune or sound where that came from. You want to know why? Because there's been a disconnect. You know, a lot of us back when I was growing up, when a song was sampled, we would know. Either because we already not only listened to the music from our generation, we also listened to the music from that previous of our generation. And not just only that, we also took time to hang around our elders. Not 24/7 here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how I go, right? And we were able to be around them enough to actually, oh snap. So when we hear a song, like we like, oh, I know where that comes from. Like, watch this right here, right? I'm gonna give you a perfect example right this very exact, right this very moment. So let's go to this right here. Where you at? Let's go to this right here. I'm going to sample 2 quick jumps right here, okay? So this is hip hop artists who did a sample, right? They did a sample. Who did they sample this from? First sample.
I wonder right now. I put my whole alliance.
What is that sample from? Second sample.
Now if you and your legend shoot this up to 10, the airways belong to Disciple and the boy.
Okay, now we're gonna go ahead. What are those 2 samples from? First sample. Second sample. All right, now Anita Baker. All right, Anita Baker, Michael Jackson. We came up, this is what we did. We sampled, so we knew where it came from. So when I hear this song right here and it just pops on, very first thing, as soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Anita. I know where that came from. As soon as this song comes on, I know that's Mike. That's yeah. That's Mr. 5 himself. That's Mr. Jackson 5 himself. I already know this. You see where we at? Let's go.
Influential people regarding dressing.
But
swag, Jim Jones is top 3.
But Nas influenced Jim Jones.
Cap, Chrome Hearts and the BB Simons belts and all that.
How in the world can somebody who wasn't even, see, this is what I'm saying. See, this is how we're getting everything so mixed up, so effed up and backwards at this point. And this is why, this is why throughout the Black community, we about to go there. Do you want to know something that is definitely the 2 things that is the staple of the Black community? I'm gonna be real with you. Soul food and hip hop. Yeah, I know some people say, "No, isn't it jazz? Isn't it?" No. Soul food and hip hop. Okay. And when you have those who do not know the history, the antique, the architectural history of how all of this was built and formed and constructed, this is how you get misinformation. Everything. Do you see his face right now? I want you to pay attention to his face while I'm talking. Look at Youngblood face. He ain't doing nothing wrong, but he is, right? He's not doing anything wrong intentionally, but is he giving misinformation? Absolutely. Absolutely. Misinformation. Because those of us who've been there, you know, because like, watch this. Here we go. Before I push play. Nowadays, we have a term called if you know, then you know. Okay. You know what that is? That is the modern day term of you just had to be there. Let it sit. Let it sit. Let's rock out.
Jones is like top 3.
So where you put Max B?
Nobody was wearing Ed Hardy. Nobody was wearing True Religion.
Now, listen to how we're judging hip hop. I told you, this goes back to the essence of truly being able to just create rhymes and like the formulation of words. It has nothing to do with fashion. It has no. I'm not going to say that. I'm sorry. I retract that. Fashion is incorporated into it, but that's not the main root of it. Let's say fashion is the fruit of what grows on the tree of hip hop. There we go. Okay. So when you get like what tastes real good, you can pluck it off and eat it. That is the fruit. The fruit is the actual fashion and swag and all of that. The essence, the true root of it is being able to create a story in your mind that people can envision while listening to you. Okay? That is what it comes from. You smell me now? Let's go.
Nobody was wearing Chrome Hearts. All that was white biker stuff. He brought that into the culture.
And how old
are you, real quick?
23.
23.
So Nas first dropped 94, right? So that's a different time period where this is not really even checking for numbers yet. He came in at a period where he's just checking for the skill of the game. You're comparing 2 different eras, and I feel like it's a little bit disingenuous.
It's the difference between being in the game and being relevant. But Jim Jones is more relevant than Nas.
Jim Jones and Nas are in the same era.
No. Jim, first of all right, so this is how we know now. Watch this. I've recognized how, as I get older, you know, I'm somewhat out of the loop. You know what I also noticed? Because of that disconnect, a lot of the young bloods are not even hip. Bruh, what do you mean he's more relevant? Nah, I mean, Jim Jones more relevant than Nas. Nas has way more new music, fresh new music, way more than Jim Jones. But because you wasn't even thought of when Nas came out with Ether, you have no clue of what you're speaking about. Thus, misinformation is spread. Let's keep on rocking out.
Jim Jones is 48 years old. Nas is 51 years old. Jim Jones just wasn't a rapper and didn't know how to rap when Nas was rapping. No matter what.
And what Jimmy did was he actually paid folks. He paid people to teach him how to rap. He admitted it himself. Don't worry, we're going to do a part 2. Oh, don't you worry. This is just right now. Yeah, y'all want to talk that rap? Shh. This is my forte. Let's get it. I'm not just in the kitchen cooking. I'm also in that studio baking up. Let's get it.
What Jim Jones has improved to, it's still not Nas.
But you know it's funny. But you know it's funny. The last Nas album is not better than the last Jim Jones album. It's not better than the last 3 Jim Jones.
The last Nas album is not better than the last Jim Jones album. Let's go.
By what? Yeah,
by bars, by everything. El Capo
is better.
The deluxe is better than.
And then we say by bars. Y'all don't get it. Bars wasn't just what you say on some fly shit. Bars are really. How did he just like correlate a fish and then a airplane or something? Or bars are the metaphors, punchlines, and analogies that are all able to be put into a sequence. And you like, hold on. And this is how we come to the terms of double entendres, so on and so forth. See, again, and every time I pause it, Youngblood face be stuck. And shout out to him. But the fact is that like this is it's not fair. And I mean it's not fair to him, the Youngblood, because it's not fair to him that he's been put in a position where he's at a disadvantage. The disadvantage is generations. He literally is like a few, like at least 2-3 generations. Listen, each generation is about 10 to 20 years. Okay. Because when we get decade, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth, he's a few generations behind. Okay. You know how you get like granddad, mom, uncle, blah, blah, blah. So for him to be speaking on what he's attempting to speak about, and I think that the older cats, shame on you. Shame on y'all for having him up here trying to speak on something that we obviously know he don't know a damn thing about. And I'm saying this in just a loving-hearted, humorous, like, fuck it, we just gonna go Joan and kick the Joneses. You smell me now? Let's get it.
In King's Disease.
I get it, but sometimes when people are supporters or fans of your music, they'll hype you up for a fight you ain't ready for. You remember the Dipset versus the Lock stuff. Man, you smell me? We had them. We was ready. No. Y'all, meaning Dipset, and the mindset that you all have, you, Jewels, Cam, all of that, a lot of these cats believe what y'all believe. But when we go through, y'all just had a great era. Not even a moment, just a great era. But y'all were a collective. You were a strong man in a group. Yeah, you smell me, but I'm the one who brought the vamps out. I did the biker jeans with the shorts, with the... I get all that. But y'all get where I'm coming from with this. Jim Jones has lost his damn mind. He didn't let these cats gas him up. No disrespect to anything Jim Jones has going. As you can tell, me copying Cuz voice and everything like that, I'll rock with Jim Jones. But on this one, bro, he done lost his damn mind. So much that he went on Shannon Sharp podcast and really lost it. Y'all won't believe this. Listen to this.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
Well, you said that
but
bullshit.
listen, 10th grade Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
Ain't no shame in that. There a lot of mofos came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit. We used to see him on TV.
Hold on. hold on. What just happened? So listen, right? When we got Youngblood right here, right? Y'all can see it. So when we got Youngblood saying, "Well, nobody wearing this. Well, nobody wearing that." What Jimmy say? Hold on. What Jimmy say? What he say? Hold on.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit.
You're more influential in a certain category. Overall, no. A certain category. The category that you are more influential in than Nas is the category of fashion. Hip hop turned into fashion. It steered away from those who actually are just genuinely talented. I mean, like those who just know how to genuinely create bars and just like go ahead and just crush it. And we know how to just come out of nowhere with some.
Nigga, but I'm big hearted. DC, where it all started. Long nights being outside. Got big love for that south side. A lot of dirt get done here. If you don't like us, don't come here. Riding around trying to get money. You don't want it, you a big dummy. Steady scream for the real niggas. Ain't never told, ain't never been. DC just living life, not too far from the president. Couple homies did jail time. They let them off for no evidence. Legal weed in my residence. Hot niggas irrelevant.
Light Northeast, Edgewood, 600 block, catch me up top. Posted up by the bus stop, we don't trust cops, we just bust glocks. I be all in the danger zone like CHV, that's in Uptown. DC stand for don't come, you better go. Chuck Brown, Free Lolo and Dust Ball. Rest in peace of Pork and Bando. She get lit just like a candle. Jumbo got it top just like Rambo. DC versus everybody think shit sweet, then make a move. Come around with that bullshit, you gon' leave quick like Larry.
I'm sorry. I just had to throw my people in there. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about hip hop. Yeah, you goddamn right. I'm going to bring it back to DC. That's right. Let's go ahead, bring it back to DC. Oh my goodness gracious.
God have mercy upon us.
Yeah, buddy. But nah, real shit though. Everybody has a, we all have our contribution, man. Like real talk though. I remember the days where we really had to like think of what it is that we wanted to go ahead and say. We had to take time and really put some music together. It took time to put that sample together. It took time to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? When you, I'm going to take that part out. Oh, yeah. Put this in. Now everything is so AI generated. Everything is so fraudulent. It's no real aspect and no real true, authentic, organic generation of music. Do we have it still? Yes. Yes, we do. Is it on the forefront? Is it played on the local radio stations on a normal? No. No, it's not. It's not at all. It's not played. Period. Like, I don't think we really get what's being, what I'm saying right now. What we had is, we had a true generation of, I'm not thinking about no damn, like, followers and subscribers. Do we not recognize how many times nowadays you'll find rappers where they do multiple interviews and none of the interviews has anything to do with their music and what's coming out next? They do a couple of tracks, they do a couple of something, and then they just like, nah. Real talk, right? They just do a little bit of something, and then now the rest of their career is some messy shit, like some Blueface and what's shorty name? Like now the rest of the shit is some love and hip hop shit. Yo, has Nas ever been on like a love and hip hop show? Okay, But is he still making music? Now, listen again. Like, I'm sorry, this is dedicated to it. So we're going with Jimmy, we're going with Nas. I'm going to play two of the best songs that I believe, not best, but, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pay tribute. But we're going to make a comparison to how the shit really going. And it's really going in a very, very left direction. We don't recognize how effed up the whole hip hop culture has become, man. Let's go ahead, keep on listening.
Should I like get into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started?
you said that
but
bullshit.
listen, 10th grade Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciate him. He had a little bit run, but Nas always came up second. In the
What do you mean he had a little bit of run? He's still going. It's no little bit of nothing if you're still relevant. Right now, Nas is still relevant, and I'm going to play it in a minute. I'm going to play his shit that is like right now today, and he's in his 50s. Let's get it, man.
And DMX and all these other people, like
There ain't no shame in that. There a lot of mofos came up after Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you. I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers.
Nas didn't have an influence since I Ruled the World, Ether. Hold on now. One Mic. Oh, man, come on, dog. Like, I mean, it's shit, man. Let's get it.
Used to wear shit. I used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the bar.
Hold on. You said it's very low. It's very low. Let me see something. I got you. Hold on. What? What's very low? Let me see something. It is very low. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah. It's all the way up. You see that right there? You see how I'm doing that? It's all the way up. That's the best I got. So just I think maybe turn up your device or get some headphones. My bad. I apologize. Yeah, volume on the video. Yeah, nah. That's the, if you can see right here, that's it. Let's go ahead and get back to it.
Barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You want?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So just give me a second.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
You asked me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, from the movie Belly was fire, but after that, it kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys.
You might just want to check your device. I apologize for that. Let me do this. I'm just gonna make a quick check because I like to go ahead and make sure I stay in tune with my peoples, right? So what I'm gonna do is this. All right. Let me go back. 1790. History. Okay. All right. So give me 1 second. Tell me if you can hear this, okay? 1 second. 1 second. All right. Hold on. Let me do this. Pull this up. Pull this up. Boom. All right. Can you hear this? Listen. Type a 7 if it's more clear. All right. Type a 7 if it's more clear. Type a 0 if it's not.
So Nas is 51 years old. Jim Jones just wasn't a rapper and didn't know how to rap when Nas was rapping. No matter what Jim Jones has improved to, it's still not Nas.
But you know it's funny. But you know it's funny. The last Nas album is not better than the last Jim Jones album.
Smell me, but I'm the one who brought the vamps out. I did the biker jeans with the shorts, with the. I get all that, but y'all get where I'm coming from with this. Jim Jones has lost his damn mind. He didn't let these cats gas him up. No disrespect to anything Jim Jones has going. As you can tell, me copying Cuz voice and everything like that, I'll rock with Jim Jones. But on this one, bro, he done lost his damn mind. So much that he went on Shannon Sharp podcast and really lost it. Y'all won't believe this. Listen to this.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
What?
I hate that shit. I hate that. I hate when people try to throw that in there. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Stick to the topic, Shannon. Stick to the topic. Let's go.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I might have been a little bit. So, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
You said that
but
bullshit.
listen, 10th grade Nas came out.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
We appreciated him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
Ain't no shame in that. There a lot of mofos came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had
You're missing the point.
on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit. I used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of.
Okay, so when we got the young blood saying, I mean, wasn't nobody wearing no True Religion, wasn't nobody doing this. Okay, young blood, you wasn't even a twinkle in your parents' eyes when Jimmy saw what he's saying right now. See, this is where the disconnection and between generations, and that was the biggest thing that they have ever done to devastate us, was to now mind you, I want you to peep game. At first, during slavery, what they did was they just simply separated us in families, right? Through slavery. They'll sell off your dad, mom. Pay close attention. Let's tap in. Third eyes open. They've done the same thing. They know that we used to hum and sing. They know music is what keeps us going. So what they did was they separated us through music. They saw how connected we were. They saw how, hold on now, man, you got those who are of a certain generation who are now sampling those who came before them. Nah, we got to go ahead and we got to create a disconnect. So since they're getting all of these samples, right, then we got to go ahead and make sure that we stop that. What do? They make sure that the young ones say, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, OG. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that, Unc. I ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say. And they even got us to the point where, man, these young niggas, these young whippersnappers, right? But at the end of the day, don't forget about nothing, not all of it. We have to remember that it's all a ploy, it's all a plot to make sure that it's the same correlation of when they used to separate us through slavery. Since now there are no laws to actually sell us, they actually have to think of another more cunning way to do it. How do they think to do it? Separate them through generations. How do we do that? Damn. I can't get them through the food. Well, we can. I mean, we can just give them some poison. Just make sure that, you know, the real good stuff that once upon a time they grew naturally, we'll go ahead and separate them from that, right? But then we'll go ahead and give them garbage. Now we can go ahead and get them through music. Damn. Yo, this has been a long process in which this is all that's been turning out. Let's get it.
Of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes? You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys.
And well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest.
Dumbass, you dumbass. You're a dumbass. Such a dumbass. You're an ass.
I can sing more Nas records than you right now. So you are capping. You are capping. That's what you're doing.
First of all, bro,
you are
I'm about to be
capping.
50.
I'm a bigger Nas fan than you are. You are capping.
First of all, I'm 57.
How you gonna say you a bigger fan? Boy, oh boy.
God have mercy upon us.
Bruh, you just said that you a bigger fan. How you gonna be a bigger fan of something you trying to? All right. So basically, what you're telling the whole world is you're trying to surpass Sensei. Jimmy? Hey, Jimmy, do we got it straight? Do we got that right, Jimmy? So you're trying to surpass Sensei. You're up here with Shannon Sharpe saying that I am a bigger. Listen, let me tell y'all something, okay? Let me take out some real hip hop shit. Let me take out some real street Listen, right? Listen. Actual
God have mercy upon us.
Actual fans don't call themselves fans. How you battling a nigga? That's
You're missing the point.
Ah, man. Bruh. So this is why it's war.
And I don't give a fuck, and that's what it is. Everybody getting shot. If you was working in there that day, you getting shot. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. So you could keep, like I said, keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me.
Bruh, stop it.
I don't be singing no rap. I don't be singing no rap.
You see what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't even know about rap. He just doing this for the views to get Jim Jones on there to get him hot. I understand. But you don't know
him hot.
You don't know Nas.
You better check the podcast space. Now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey,
this
the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Name one Nas record.
This the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Do you know what podcast you been on better than this one?
Hold on. We off topic. Hold on.
This is what I do. You see you in your feelings? You see in your feelings?
Now that's crazy. That is yeah. You up here barking and you bitch it. I know, right? That is the exact word that in long stretches is being gone on in my head right now, too. Are you serious right now, Jimmy? You serious right now, Jimmy? Man, goodness gracious. Let's go.
When you get big, you get invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay. Jadakiss get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
It's for little young white girls. Chill out.
Ocho up there looking like he about to do some black poetry. Hello, spoken word on the way. Can we get to the spoken word? Let's get away and get it.
Chill out. Off topic. You're dealing with the wrong one, bro.
Right here, bro. I don't care nothing about nothing that shit you got to say, bro. You might as well take me off this shit. Hey, we here. You can't out talk me alone, bro. You might can out rap me, but you can't out talk me. Don't nobody want to go to the club shake.
I mean, but see, that's the thing. Again, Shay, you ain't even had to say that. That's not your forte. Everybody knows you're not a rapper. I mean, I'm just saying.
Wait, you think I didn't think of that? Of course I thought of that.
Bruh, you didn't have to say that. You didn't have to tell people that. Okay? You ain't tell people that. Why? Because this is the main point that I'm saying. When it comes to this comparison, when it comes to Nas and Jimmy has made his contributions, definitely, but his contributions has been in a different form and category of hip hop, which all of it is incorporated. Fashion, okay, swag, lyrical capability, creativity. You know, look, you know what's a part of hip hop? Tagging. That's right, graffiti. Graffiti is hip hop. That's like you trying to compare the best tagger in the world to the best MC. It's like, bruh, it's hip hop, but it's two different forms. It's two different forms. Hip hop comes in so many different forms. And this is the lost art that, look, I will resurrect it if need be. I will help keep it alive if need be. There's a lot, there is so much that's being lost right now. And I just need a quick second.
It's a time.
Let's go.
They say nobody want to buy no VIP tickets to that shit. Nobody rushing to go to that shit.
Your
You ain't got
podcast
nothing
you ever
lit
been
in
on.
Club Shay Shay.
Hey,
you got a good podcast.
You get an invite.
Now, some of that was trolling. Some of that was trying to make his point, but there's no point to be had. Seti Nash is one of those individuals, and I don't know if any of y'all like this. If you guys are like this, please let me know in the comments. Hit that like button too, if you don't mind. When these rappers are good, we support them. But when these rappers make us choose a side, we select a side and we let people know. Just happened with Drake and with Kendrick. I'm like, I don't pick no sides. Kendrick wrote the theme song. I mean, Drake wrote the theme songs to my 20s, while Kendrick, I function with his music a lot because I could do a car ride and I won't feel like, damn, bro, this kind of sound repetitive. I'm not trying to, I need to understand. I'm not on that. No highlight bling. Like, I'm not on that. I like it when I'm in the club. I like it when I'm with the ladies and all that and everything like that. But Jones kind of fell under that. We rock with Jay, so Nas get a little backlash because Jay-Z won the war. Nas won the battle with the Ether track, even though Takeover could be argued that is better because Ether was a lot of jokes, but that's what battle rap is. So shout out to Nas for helping craft that. And the reason why I say the split stuff is because some of us on the West Coast and some of us in the South, now granted, I lived in the South in my 20s, so I'm not really speaking for the South, but some of us were in my era, we were forced to pick. And I'll give you a great case in point right after I make this one. We were forced to pick between Jay-Z and between Nas. And the majority of us selected Jay-Z, which slightly diminished Nas's catalog and his impact to the culture. Just as the facts. Nas lost me when he put out the Hip Hop is Dead song when there were hip hop artists still doing their thing. When we literally had the Kanye West, we had the Lupe Fiasco that were not rapping about the shoot 'em up, bang, bang stuff, who was still keeping it crafty. We had the Commons and all of that stuff. So to a person like me, it was like, bro, you hating on this new generation. I'm not feeling that. That's just me personally. Some of y'all may not feel that way, and that's fine. But what it did was it diminished Nas's catalog, but Nas kept on going strong. And the last songs that he put out, and the last albums he put out, he was smart enough to adapt and to get with great time producers. Why the King's Disease won a Grammy for Best Rap Album. Jim Jones, you will never have that. And
Got it. Y'all have no idea how much of this is all connected. Now, the whole era, right? The whole era. Everything of this is of two different forms. So now, let's do this. All right, let's do this. What I'm going to do is, I already got one already set up. Now, I got to make sure that I got all of this in full perspective because a lot of us are trying to make a comparison to something that's two different, like, I guess you can say, sports of hip hop. Now, when we think about sports, we have basketball players, soccer players, golf players, everything. Do you really want to say, let's make a comparison between Tiger Woods and Shaquille O'Neal? Do you really want to make a comparison between, Peyton Manning and LeBron James? Or do we all recognize that all of these people have their own personal contributions to this? Now, when you're talking about rhyming, when you're talking about hip hop, no, I'm sorry. One, in my personal opinion, is definitely just better than the other. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this. All right. I'm going to type this in. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to rock out to this, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. What we're going to do is we are going to take a very, very quick commercial break while I go ahead and get this set up, okay? And y'all just hold tight. And much respect to the family. And I appreciate you all, appreciate you all for tuning in. Let's go.
Seeing shit like that. Question. How many faking they streams? Getting they plays from machines. I can see behind the smoke and mirrors, niggas ain't really big as they seem. I never say anything. Everybody got their thing. Some niggas make millions, other niggas make memes. I'm on a money routine. I don't want smoke, I want cream. I don't want no more comparisons. This is a marathon, and I'm aware I've been playing a bet from a lack of promotions. I never was one for the bragging and boasting. I guess I was hoping the music would speak for itself, but the people want everything else. Okay, no problem, I show up on every one album. You know what the outcome will be. I'm betting 1,000. It's got to the point that these rappers don't even like rapping with me. Fuck it, come my nigga 21 Savage just hit me and told me he sent me a spot on a new record he got. He called it a lie. I opened my book and I jot. Paper Takashi, they wanting a rap. I picture him inside a cell on a cot, reflecting on how he made it to the top, wondering if it was worth it or not. I pray for my kill cause they fucked up his shot. Just want you to know that you got it, my nigga, though I never.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to it. My bad. I just want to make sure I had everything set up. All right, so we're going to end it off. All right. So in your, however you look at it, I don't care how you look at it. I'm still Team Nas. Okay. All right. It is what it is. The man's contribution to what it is in my life, hip hop and everything, has been beyond what it is that I can think of. He actually is one of the artists, just like Pac. I'm gonna really feel some kind of way. Lord forbid anytime soon, but I would really feel some kind of way. I definitely have had a large influence on my own personal style, everything when it comes to Nas. Now, it's not just him. I mean, honestly, my absolute favorite artist, okay? All right. There's another one that is over Nas in my book. Andre 3 Stacks. That's right. That's right. He definitely is the one who makes a mold in how I think to create. And I'm talking about just the direction and how to be different, but still be yourself is the only thing that I mean by that. So now we're going to listen to Jimmy. We're going to listen to Jimmy. Then we're going to go ahead and listen to Nas. And we're going to get up out of here. This is our ending segment. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Much respect to you all. Jim Jones versus Nas. These videos are to show how much both of them are great, but great in different ways.
It's them lobby boys for me.
Yeah. Can't play with it though. Lobby. Yeah. As soon as the city lit, we light up the city, bitch. Diamonds and Lamborghinis, we hop out of silly shit. I brought out a pretty bitch and she brought out a pretty bitch. I'm standing on top of phantoms, I'm all on my Diddy shit. Now raps cover my charms, tattoos cover my scars. I look up in the sky, hope we all covered by God. Cause Lord, we still sinning and winning, it's getting hard. They coming with racketeering, my niggas is getting charged. Them bars is kinda cold, my heart is made of stone. I wake up in penthouses, them strippers just took my soul. My women is on a pole, my homies is on parole. I slap box the devil at night, we blow for blow. Oh, yeah, I just took my second win. You niggas couldn't kill me, I'm a couple blessings in. I'm a big stepper, move nigga, let me step on in. 100 grand in the same bag that the tech is in. I move like I move blocks, a fool with a ooh-wop. Hopped out the Benz and some Jordan ones and tube socks. Don't talk to me about no old beef, boy, bruise ops. Come through and clean shit, get your whole crew mop, lobby boy. Yeah, they don't know about the losses. Why my niggas turn the cops is. I'm paranoid, it got me cautious. Full of sin, but I'm flooded at the crosses. Get the crosses. Empty, I'm flying down the parkway. Rolling bust down in the closet for them dark days. Lobby boys had to hustle on the long way. Lobby boys had to hustle on the long way.
I got niggas try to hit me, even if fans try to get me. I've been embarked with gang bangers, rocking no red in my dick and so. When you little niggas keep saying you gon' spin and dump, we'll turn you a plate of food like some dinner lunch, bitch. We will certainly spin the block and put you in my trunk, body. Hold this water on my body like some swimming trunks. We been pumping that Miley Cyrus, bitch. I've been a wrecking ball. And since a little nigga, bitch, I've been stepping tall. I'm still pressing 5 when I accept the call. Back then, the Mac 10 with the clip used to press on my balls. F&N on my waist while I'm shaking the dice. Pumping the bass on the pop, bitch, while I break out the light. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, I will take a life. If you ain't made 50 M's, then I won't take your advice. I spent 20 M's off gang banging and the lawyer fees. My nigga caught life, you want commissary and some taller trees. He got robbed and got it back the same day. Mysteriously, the nigga that robbed him, I got clapped the same day. But you know, it's gang fouls, nigga. I've been wild, nigga.
They don't know about the losses. Why my niggas turn the cops is. I'm paranoid, it got me cautious. Full of sin, but I'm flooded at the crosses. Get the crosses. Empty, I'm flying down the parkway. Rolling bust down in the closet for them dark days. Love you boys at the hustle on the long way. Lobby boys at the hustle on the long way.
Lobby boys, nigga. Billy get him, Billy got him. East side, nigga. East side.
Okay. All right. So we got Jimmy on that one, right? So then we got Nas on this one right here. All right. Let's go ahead and get it. So, you know, we're making comparisons here. We're making full face comparisons. Let's go.
I still remember the first time I saw the black and white squares on the concrete as a kid. Story goes, the Black King rarely ever deals the finishing move. But a man who has no imagination has no wings. You might see a king on the defense. I see the only piece on the board that can never be contained.
Yo, I'm in rare form. Niggas speak down on my name like I wasn't there for them. Talk about back in the days, this isn't back in the days. They want me back in my ways, chip two for the fade.
Musically I'm on Mars. Walking all over the beat, putting my feet on the stars. I rock it like Lenny, thinking like Jimmy the first time he seen a guitar. Standing in front of where they shout about us and we gotta know who we are. I'm in rare form. Wearing red Jordan straight from Air Jordan, this is fair warning. Too many on guards, beef over nothing. When you get money, you know that it's coming. Saying they homies, but they ain't 100. We them 100. I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats. Hall of Fame only, kings and queens only. They all be grabbing my style, but you know they can't hold me. Yeah, I'm in rare form. Y'all still on the ground, you know I've been airborne. Studying big, studying Nietzsche. You gotta call on the chopper to reach me. Homie, I don't need a jeweler to freeze me. Ice in my veins, I make it look easy. Mentally, I'm in Queens. More money, more problems, you gotta be ready for all that it brings. Let them say what they say, revenge on my plate, I'm loving the taste. They see you shouting, emotions get hard to contain, they just not evolving the same. Me and HB is too rare, I'm moving all through the snares. Sound on billionaire, ain't nothing changed, I'm flipping the page. A prince on the stage, slave on his face, you know what they say. Hate it away, I'm staying rare for all of my days. I'm staying rare for all of my days. Levels of Tarantino, curbing my ego, even though he know. Empty glass of Pinot, cigars in casinos. What they especially praise is the ethos. Stacks on blackjack, moving my chips. No superstition to make me get rich. I'm with this chick, this one I brought today. In between placing my bet, we shopped the Cartier. Rose Gold, I copped the Reset. Runway, hopped in a jet. Flight attendant, popping my wet. I said I need that dime, offer respect. We having conversations, niggas show me property there. I called my nigga in, I told him, yo, I gotta be there. Salmon shish kebab in the misty fog, roll a sticky log. Big dog affair, no kids involved. Round table having war council. Press one button, it'll change the world around you. Too rare, nothing to see here. Cuban over my streetwear. You're nobody till somebody kills you just to be fair. It's okay to keep the mystique. I learned that in the street. I'm me, solo with deep. I'm putting on for the G's. We've been doing gangster shit for a long time. Look inside my mind, see a gold mine. I'm my own cosign. She texting the old line. You keep staring at the glow, bitch, don't go blind. Braveheart energy, fuck all of the enemies. XO Hennessy is not on me, it's in me. I'm not here to be friendly, they ain't even contending. Comprende? We've been doing gangster shit for a long time. Look inside my mind, see a gold mine. I'm my own cosign. She texting the old line. Comprende? It's up. Hit boy, you on some other shit. We on some other shit. Comprende? Yeah.
Please keep it in mind. It's a lot of us that actually really do respect the true essence and the true heart of hip hop. Like what really it takes to be able to put together a song like
Yeah. Get money, baby. Lone Star. Man, get it, dog. Yeah. This is how we do this shit right here. I'm on my PG shit. I'm on my county shit. I'm on that pistol grip city. Go. Look. Lone Star representing PG. Chop dimes in PG. Wrote my rhymes for PG. Fuck around, get your face blown, bleeding in the streets. If you talk it, then you walk it. We don't fake in PG. 24 Escalades is what we ride in PG. I get high in PG. I reside in PG. You get trapped down my hood. Look, you don't know me. Don't be walking back and forth just like you pussies wanna beef. AKA point gun, get bombed in PG. When the lightning gets to clapping in the skies, that's me. Got some crackers out the burbs with some lean, mean green. 345 to get your ass a quarter pound with cheese. I get bread in PG. I get head in PG. Yeah, it's quiet, but we still dodge feds in PG. 4622, I'm coming straight from Quinby. Can't forget about my killers out there in DC. And this classic right here was done off the GP. If you ain't up on my level, oh, don't test me. You can call it what you want, but I'm still a don up in this piece. Got my bed, but I got my blade. Hit it, chop up all that beef. Time to ride, gotta get my mask, gotta get my gloves, and I grab that heat. And I promise I won't sleep until you bitch niggas are deceased. If you doing dirt, better cover your tracks out here. Or it's gonna have it so your ass
car, cause they running in them packs out here. Guarantee that every one of them be strapped out here. Front if you wanna get laid out on your back out here. Cause it don't take much for them things to clap out shit. You can find them in the green and white lax out here. Mine's flipping cause we gone off them sacks out here. Don't get our paper and them stacks out here. Don't start tell these niggas how we keep it max out here. Out here, when you got to fight for your own and you be blown. Cause all you see is broken down homes, sex, drugs and money. It's setting the tone. So he who is without sin must cast the first stone out here. Where you got to play the game rough. Feds, bitches and haters be calling your bluff. Shoot first, or you gon' be the one that gets stuck. Caught slipping in the hood, then you coming out cut.
I don't mean to budge in, please y'all pardon me. I done seen bodies fly, you get thrown from your feet. Cannons will toss and turn you like a night of no sleep. I stay on my P's and Q's, I'm sharper than shark's teeth. The one like Jet Li, the beast be unleashed. Lyrical animation, my style be one piece. Constantly elevating my levels out of your reach. You can say that I'm vicious, but never call me a creep. Spirit is very strong, but the body is very weak. The surface resembles joy, though I'm hurting up underneath. Cause everything that I've lost is due to running the streets. So you can gamble away, but I be playing for keeps. Yeah.
My mic is muted.
I digress. My mic is muted.